You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again, new live stream. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Right now for Bitcoin, in this live stream actually I want to talk about a signal actually is very concerning for me right now for Bitcoin. Well, let me show you. Here we have FIDE chart. As you can see here, we have a better variance in OBB. There's a new version, but you have the classic version is the same. I mean, like the same better variance you will see here. So you can see we have a better variance here, and also we have a better variance here. We will have the confirmation in just 4 days. I mean, in the next close. So if you see Bitcoin closing below $52,000 this week, yeah, we will have confirmation. And well, this is one of the strongest setups I have in my system of trading. So the target in the long term should be the ME55, right? The ME55 right now here. So in some point around 40K and 35K around here. So that is the target actually I'm looking for. Bitcoin following this signal here in FIDE chart actually is about to be actually, yeah, technically we have almost a confirmation here. So now let me show you through the chart. Through the chart here, we have also a better variance as well, better variance in OBB, and also we have a better variance here forming in curve. So we have FIDE chart and 3D chart in the same page. And also we have a 2D chart about to fire today, I think. Today, our sell signal here into the chart, confirming a better variance as well here. So we have multiple better variance as you can see in different time frames. So be careful here. You are looking for longs right now. I mean 60K or 65 or new ATA. I think that is not something, it's not realistic actually. The target is gonna be something like this, right? I mean, don't forget about this. Like we are in an uptrend. This is an uptrend, of course. So the trend is your friend. So if you see another drop in the long term, this drop should be actually a buy opportunity. Okay, so let's talk about 1-day chart. 1-day chart, what is doing right now? 1-day chart, as you can see here, volatility is contracting here. Yeah, volatility is contracting here. And also Bitcoin looks like this time is about to break the range below, closing below $50,000, $51,000. I mean, if, for example, you see today Bitcoin closing candles below 51, short-term target is around 49, but overall, actually, I'm looking for $44,000. That is the area actually I'm gonna start looking for a potential bounce around here. Yeah, following market makers around here, this area, because sometimes they like to play with your feelings, right? So something like this, right? Breaking a little bit the ME55, maybe testing to the ME100, something like that. So that is a target actually I'm looking for in the midterm. Now, Bitcoin is doing good. Yes, actually it's doing very well. But 1-day chart for me, in my humble opinion, right, this is the trigger for actually a potential sell signal following 3 screen system, as you can see here, 2-day chart and 3-day chart. And of course, potentially a swing position, right, in short. Of course, it's very risky. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very risky. You are going to do something like this. Be careful here because in 1-day chart, don't forget about this. We are in uptrend, right? So if you are going to open a short position here, you must manage your risk because you are going to play against the trend. But for me, it makes sense, actually. It makes sense because $50,000 in the macro scale is actually the last resistance here, as you can see here. And the strongest one is $49,000 region. If this area is broken around here, 49, this one, if this area breaks, you will see, of course, in the macro timeframes, you can think like this was a fake out in the long term. So eventually Bitcoin is gonna hit around 44, 45, and of course a bounce from there. But in the long term, around $30,000, $35,000. Actually, that is my target. Okay, so now let's talk about the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart in short term, right? I open on a short position around $51,300. Why? Because we have a sell signal here, as you can see here, ADX negative here, volatility contracting here, and also OBB testing the ME55 here. So this is a range, right? So let's see this time finally Bitcoin breaks. So around $50,600, that is my target. Remember, this is just ping pong, right? testing the lows here, lows, and potentially here. Let's see if Bitcoin breaks the range. I don't know if that is going to happen. That's why if I see Bitcoin at $50,600, the only thing I will do is just protect my entry, and that's it. Let's see if this time breaks to the downside. Now, let's talk about the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart, volatility is super contracted here, and we have a fake out here, and also we don't have volume. So this could be very easily actually a bull trap here. You open a long position here, careful here, because actually for me this is looking more like a distribution right now. Yeah. Now let's talk about the monthly. The monthly is about to close this week. So if you see here, monthly here, the index is positive here, it's still positive here, but looks like, right? Looks like if we see a monthly close about 49, I think everything should be fine, maybe a pullback, but actually overall I'm looking for continuation. So for example here, if you see the monthly closing above here, this rectangle here between 49 and 48,000 in the monthly basis, everything should be fine for continuation. The problem will be if, I don't know, something happened this month and Bitcoin closed below 42, 43, that is going to be a problem. But as long as Bitcoin is closing here about 44, 44 minimum price, 45, remember what I said before, like in one the chart potentially is that my target. The first target is 49, the second target is 45. So as long as Bitcoin is closing the monthly here, above here, this area, technically everything should be fine. So that's why you are going to open a short position like me, right? Please be careful here because you are fighting the trend, and the trend is to the upside, right? So in my case, what I'm doing right now is just I'm in the short term, right? I am in short right now, looking for 4-hour chart, testing the lows here around $50,600 around here, and around here, yeah, $50,800. If I see this level tested, I mean, in the next 24 hours, the only thing I'm going to do is just protect my entry. That's it, is the only thing I'm going to do. Let me check. One moment. One second. Okay, so let me check. I need to check the connection of the live stream. Let me see, one moment. Okay, so okay, so let's continue. Now, what is next? So as I said before, in the short term, right, I'm looking for another test to $50,000, 500, 600, around there. And the only thing I'm going to do is just holding my position, looking for a potential break. The worst scenario for me is just I will get stopped, right? But that's it. It's the only thing. Risk management, remember what I said before, is very important. Now, it's just a friendly reminder. I know you're bullish right now. I mean, I'm bullish. Actually, yes, I'm bullish in Bitcoin. But now many altcoins, they have actually a very decent pump, right? Many of them. So I will be just careful here because many of them actually, they are doing very well. For example, one of them, Matic, actually 100% in just one day is insane, right? So no, sorry, Uni, it was actually impressive. Let me show you here. Yeah, look at this, like 100% from $5 to 10 in 24 hours. It was crazy. From this point, yeah, something like this, almost 100% pump. It was very impressive. Actually, it's breaking actually the weekly chart. Of course, I would never buy there. Just I will wait for the pullback. And now let's talk about Bitcoin because actually it's very important what is happening right now here. If you ask me right now in weekly chart, I mean the next 2-3 months, I am looking for sideways, right? Sideways, downside. Okay, where just follow the trend. The trend is your friend. In some point here, I cannot tell you the price right now. Just follow the trend and be happy. That's it. Okay. But now let's talk about the halving because now the hype, halving is coming. So let me check just the dates of each halving because I want to show you something very interesting here. Halving Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm gonna show you here what happened after the halving, technically speaking, right? No news, no FOMO, right? Because I wanna be very realistic right now in this technical analysis. And I can tell you right now, Bitcoin, there is a very high chance will not hit 100K. And actually, Bitcoin, the performance of Bitcoin is terrible, is very, very bad. The goal of this live stream is I want to be very realistic with you and your expectations as a trader. You're in FOMO right now because you're thinking, oh, I will make a lot of money. This will market, yes, maybe yes, but not with Bitcoin. Of course, not like before. That is the point. Let me show you here. The first halving was in November 28, 2012. So if we go here in 2012, November, September, November. Okay. So if we go, the second halving was July 9, 2016. 2016, July, February, March, July. Okay. And after that, in May 11, 2020, 11, okay, let's do it here. The next halving is coming in April 19, 2024. So let me show you here, April. Okay. So what is happening right now? If we study just the charts, let's do some maths, and you will see it, right? It's very, very easy to understand and very easy to read. You don't need a very sophisticated technical analysis to understand this. So if we think, okay, from the halving from 2012 to 2016, right? From this point and this point, Bitcoin made 3,000, almost 4,000%, as you can see here. Let me just show you here with the price range here from this point and the next halving here. Yeah, sorry, it was around 6,000%. And let me show you here in the next one, the next halving here. From this point and the next one, it was 1,500. And from this point, right, to potentially this point, thinking like Bitcoin actually is going to close maybe in April around 50K, right, around 500. Just please notice what is happening right now, right? If we check, like, let me show you here. I'm going to just, 1 second, text. Okay. So we can say, well, in the first halving, right? First halving, the pump was around 6,000%. In the second one, was around 1,500%. And the next one, I mean, the next one is coming here, thinking Bitcoin is going to close around 50K, is around 450,000, 470%. So as you can see here, it's very easy to understand like the trend is not very good, right? Bitcoin every halving, after the halving, right, is pumping just less and less and less, right? So if we check here, like, okay, so after the halving, right? Yeah, if we check here, like how many times actually is pumping Bitcoin, I mean, less and less and less, we can say, okay, Bitcoin is drawing something like a curve, right? Something like this, right? Something like this. Yeah. So where if you see here 470% from this point and this point, now you can expect maybe from this point, yeah, it's gonna be less, right? So the point, imagine Bitcoin close around 50K in April, right? 49, 47, 44, 45, whatever. Well, from the previous one was 470, maybe around 200 from this this close. Imagine, for example, if we set the price around 200. Sorry, let me do this properly. Yes, around 200, right? Is around 140K. Is very, very optimistic. But if we see here 150, right? 150 is around 100,000, and 100% from here is just around $85,000. So you see here, let me do the math here 1 second. 1 moment. It's just numbers, maths, simple maths, right? So here, okay. Okay, so in average here, the times actually Bitcoin is losing power is around 3.5. 3.5. Okay, sorry, 3.5 around here. So we can expect if we just divide here 470 by 1 moment. Okay, it's around 111%. So the target, technically speaking, right, looking just the numbers, around $85,000, maximum $90,000 should be the target for the next halving. So from this point, right, all this area, yeah, the maximum target, technically speaking, right, based on the data I show you here, Bitcoin is gonna pump around 50K, around 90%. That's it. Okay, so that's why for me, right, what I'm expecting right now, because we have better divergence in weekly chart, I am looking for, because, this is a business, right? So I'm looking for something like this, right? A pullback, right? Maybe around 35, 40K. And from here, of course, the target should be around $85,000, $90,000. So the point here is actually it's very bad. Why? Because you see Bitcoin, just with facts, right, is losing steam, is losing power since 2020. So what I said in 2021, careful here, because Bitcoin is forming this curve, and eventually here, when we see this bounce here, technically speaking, is gonna be very bad. Why? Because Bitcoin is gonna enter potentially, right, in sideways in the macro scale, like macro chart, where the top is this one, and potentially a new top here. And after that, we will see a correction looking for another test around $25,000 in the long term. Of course, I'm talking about maybe the next 2-3 years. The next three after the bull market, around 2026, 2027, around there. But the point here is you are thinking, oh, Bitcoin is gonna hit 200, 1 million, because actually some friends send me this kind of articles they are saying, 1 million. Be careful here, because technically speaking, probabilities are very low, very extremely low. Yeah, so that's why one of my not jobs, but I want to tell you, based on data and just facts in the charts, it's a time just to be. When you see Bitcoin at 70K, 80K, please just calm down and think about just the facts, okay? Because we will see Bitcoin, yes, of course, in some point maybe this year, around maybe $80,000, breaking the previous high here. But based on this data, it could be a fake out. Yeah. So, well, and also my concern here is in the monthly, we will see this year a sell signal in the monthly. My question is, if we see the sell signal here, right? For example, here, around here, in the monthly, it's going to be very interesting, because this signal is going to be very powerful, forming a better variance in the monthly from this point and this. Of course, this is not technical analysis. I'm speculating, right? I have my crystal ball here. But imagine something like this, right? Something like this, where Bitcoin is making a new high here. 1 moment. Bitcoin is making a new high here, something like this. But this time we have potentially we could have a better variance here from 2021 and 2024. So if we have this, I need to remind you what happened just with weekly chart better variance. Bitcoin in 2021, when I opened actually this channel, Bitcoin was printing a better variance here, as you can see here, and also BB, right? And also Bitcoin from $60K and $69,000, as you can see here. Just weekly bearish divergence, Bitcoin dropped around 78%. Now, I'm curious, the question is just for you because I don't know. If we just weekly chart, Bitcoin dropped around 80%. It's going to be very interesting to see how much it could just drop Bitcoin with a monthly bearish divergence. It's going to be very interesting. So, of course, this is just a speculation, not yet. We are not there yet. We have to see a new high first, a new high. And I want to see, of course, Bitcoin printing a sell signal in monthly. So I think right now, and as I said, as you can see here, I'm talking more about long term and my expectation for Bitcoin in the higher timeframes, because as I said before, the bull market is coming. I mean, actually, right now we are in the second phase of bull market, where technically speaking, Bitcoin, if the first step is breaking the downtrend here. This is the downtrend here, breaking the downtrend here, consolidating here, and after the pullback, right? This pullback, technically speaking, is when you will see a massive leg up, and you will see all your altcoins and all the altcoins, blah, blah, doing new ATA and blah, blah, blah. And you will see again YouTubers talking about Bitcoin will hit 1 million, Solana will hit $5,000. Crazy numbers as usual, right? Remember what I said before? For me, just watching the same movie again and again and again. So just I'm trying to share a little bit my experience, right, with you, because you were not here, or you were actually not. You were not here. Maybe in the Corona crash, or maybe when Bitcoin crashed from $6,000 to $3,000, or even you were not here. Maybe you cannot remember. Maybe for you, potentially, maybe you started around here. Maybe. Who knows, right? The idea here is like, I am not the best trader. I am not the best trader, but I have something like just a few people have in crypto space is experience. That's it. So that's why I'm sharing my experience with you, because I know the FOMO is coming. The FOMO is coming, and you will see little by little, right? After this pullback, right? You will see this pullback. You will see when Bitcoin is breaking 60K, you will see the FOMO is going to start in social media, and you will see people just asking me again to buy when Bitcoin is 60K. Yeah. So I am not a financial advisor, my friend, but I'm right with this, and you see a pullback, right? This pullback is going to be the last chance to enter. Okay. That is, of course, in my humble opinion, right? So I could be wrong, but the turn is your friend, and Bitcoin is doing very well. Even in weekly chart, OBB is very good. So now let's talk about the USD dominance, because I want to see what is happening right now. Let me see. Okay, good. So let's talk about weekly chart. As you can see here, it's downtrend here. Officially, it's downtrend here. We have here a potential bullish divergence forming here in weekly chart. It will take time, right? But just using price action here, let's just use monthly here. Monthly is better. You see, it's gonna test the first time limit 55 in the history of this chart since 2015. So almost 10 years of almost 10 years. So actually, we have decent data right now. So we can say, okay, from this point, of course, I'm expecting a bounce, right? Remember what I said before? Well, is bounce here, testing the 55, and after that, what? Continuation. This is an uptrend. Be careful here, because technically speaking, of course, I'm expecting a test around 480. Remember what I said before? I'm expecting a test around here to support, and you will see potential bullish divergence in weekly charts. So right now, I'm telling you in the monthly, I mean the next 3 months, actually, let's do it in weekly chart. This is like this. This area is to buy. I mean, of course, we cannot buy here, but the point here is like it is like this. Okay. So in this bounce, my friend, is actually the opportunity. Actually, looking for Bitcoin, a pullback, a decent pullback. After that, continuation potentially for Bitcoin to 70K, 75, 85. Actually, for me, right? For me, if we see Bitcoin dropping right now, sorry. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, if we see Bitcoin dropping right now, this pullback is just gonna be a very healthy correction to push Bitcoin to all-time high, right around 75. Maximum target is before $85,000 or no more than that. Yeah. So in my case, if I see Bitcoin at $85,000, of course I will not just sell, right? I will just wait, and I want to see a clear confirmation of selling. I mean, for selling, sorry. And after that, I will sell. Technically speaking, that is the target actually, this area. This area should be the target around here, okay? Okay, so now let's continue with Ethereum. I want to check some altcoins because some altcoins actually they are moving right now, they are pumping. I got some requests. First of all is Cardano. Cardano, as you can see here, as I said before, like, well, as long as above 55 cents, I mean, breaking actually 55 cents, 0.60 is going to be much better. But well, as expected, this area is resistance. So, of course, in the long term, right, I think we have a sell signal right now. So, yeah, we have a sell signal here. Volume is very healthy. So technically speaking, if you see a pullback here, it should be a buy opportunity, right? So you see here, as long as Cardano is holding 0.40 cents, everything should be fine. If Cardano breaks 0.40, you will see another leg down to 0.25 cents. I think that is not going to happen. The long-term target for Cardano should be around $1 with 25 cents in the long term. Yeah, in the long term. Okay, so let's continue with Uni because, well, it's per request. So let me show you here Uni. And by the way, actually, I'm holding Uni and DOT since actually 1 year ago, I think, and not just by accident because I forgot to sell. Yeah. Actually, I forgot. Okay, so let's do it here. As you can see here, Uni in weekly chart, this is breaking accumulation here and breaking the trend here, the trend in weekly chart, very good. And the resistance, of course, is around this area, right? Breaking this area around $10, the next area is going to be around 20. So, of course, I will not buy here. I will not buy here and I will just wait for the pullback. The good news is, like, if you see a chart like this one, I am not financial advisor, but actually it's very good. And in the next pullback, I'm talking about the next macro pullback with the help of Bitcoin, you will see, oh my God, sorry. Okay. So it's going to be a buy opportunity as well. For example, NEAR is doing the same thing, you see. It's holding the MA55 here. Of course, there is no buy signal here. Even if you see NEAR around $7, I don't care because I don't have a signal to buy. So I will not buy anything. Here, for example, we have the reason why I'm not buying altcoins right now is because technically speaking, all the altcoins following my seasonal trading, there is no entry in higher time frames. The only way I trade altcoins is using higher time frame, minimum weekly charts. So I trade altcoins 1 or 2 times per year. Okay, I don't trade altcoins like in future or something like that because, well, I just trading Bitcoin in futures. Okay, so let's continue with DOT, for example. DOT is above the MA55 here, exactly doing something similar as Uni, as you can see, and volume is screaming for actual accumulation here, as you can see here. So as I said before, in my case, what I'm going to do is just waiting for Bitcoin to see this pullback, right? And after I see the pullback, I'm going to start buying some altcoins. That is the thing I'm going to do, okay? Okay, for example, Bitcoin Cash here, this chart is not looking great, at least for me. This is not looking great. I think just breaking 216, you will see a leg down to 145 around there. This chart, I don't like it. I really don't like this. Okay, so let's continue with more altcoins. Aave, yeah. As you can see, many altcoins, they are above the MA55 here. This is obvious here. And as you can see here, the signal is gonna be, we will get confirmation maybe March. So that's why I think maybe March, April is gonna be the month where we will have the chance to enter again in the market, at least in my case. Okay, let's continue with BNB. BNB actually is doing, the buy signal was around here in September last year, but in my case, I am not comfortable buying here. Here. No, thank you. This is resistance, okay? This is resistance. Sorry. This is resistance here, and the volume here is great. I mean, it's not bad. But here, actually, for me, right, is a time for selling, or maybe at least protecting my entries here. Okay, let's talk about cake. Cake is actually just testing resistance. Yeah, there's some resistance here. No, thank you. But actually, is trying to break the ME55, so it's not bad. Let me see the list. Okay, comp. As you can see here, we have one better divergence here, and also it's breaking right now. Actually, this is looking great. Breaking 80, you will see a leg up. Actually, 160. That is a target. Actually, around here, around this area, that is a target. 150 around there. It looks like it's getting ready for a break. In my case, I don't buy this thing, so well, you are buying this, totally fine. Oh, let me see. iOS. Volume, I will tell you something. This is looking more like accumulation right now. As you can see, the volume is very healthy, very, very healthy here. So NEO is one of the coins. It's very old here, but this is getting ready for a break, actually, accumulation. So in the next buy signal here, potentially this could be a good coin, maybe in the long term, where the target should be around this area, around $2 with 50 cents in the long term. Let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum finally hit my $3,000 target, finally after a long time. Now, what is next? So, as you can see here, this is resistance, right? Of course, no way I will just buy Ethereum here. No, thank you. Volume is healthy here, but we have a potential better divergence forming here, right? So that's why it's not very smart buying right now here. So in my case, what I will do, just wait for the pullback, right? Wait for the pullback, right? And after the pullback, you can continue. In the long term, I'm looking for actually $5,000 again, okay? $5,000 in the long term. Let me see. Oh yeah, of course. Let me check the comments. Render. Okay, I have some. Okay, let's start with Coty. What is Coty? I don't know. Coty. Okay. Well, you bought 0.06 cents. Congratulations. You want to buy this thing right now? No way. No, thank you. No. So this is something like actually I'm expecting for many altcoins. As you can see here, breaking some consolidation here, and after that, continuation. I mean, a break, right? This is a break reversal, right, from weekly downtrend. As you can see, volume here. Of course, if you are buying right, if you bought here, right? Congratulations, right? But this is the area of resistance. Yeah. So I don't know your goals, but if you are a trader, this is the area to sell around 0.23, 24 cents. If you want to buy this thing, you will have to wait for the pullback, and after that, the trend is your friend. Okay. But this is bullish. Of course, you ask me right now, buying there? No, thank you. Wait for the pullback, right? Wait for the pullback. Now let's talk about render. I don't know what is that. It's going to be the first time. It's the first time I hear something render. Let me see. Is this one? I don't know. Let me see. Okay, it's in Bybit, Binance, Bitget. I don't know which one. Okay, let's see Bybit. Okay, no, thank you. I mean, it's bullish. I cannot tell you like something else, something different. But I will never buy here. The only way I will buy here in weekly chart is just follow the trend. When you see pullback, continuation. Okay. In one day chart, let me see here. We have a sell signal forming right now here. So you want to buy here, wait for the next buy signal here, right? Something like this, follow the trend, and the trend is your friend. And of course, you need to wait for confirmation here. Something like this, right? Something like this. Okay, here is where actually I will start looking for another opportunity. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my cats again. Never mind. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so Quant. Okay, let's talk about Quant. Last time when I saw Quant, it was at $100. I think still around there. If it's still around there, actually, I think right now it's gonna be bullish. I think. Let me see Quant. Yeah, 100. This is more like consolidation. I think weekly chart. It's doing very well. I mean, the signal. Remember what I said to you like a couple months ago, right? You have to wait for the next buy signal here. So maybe by the end of March, I think that is gonna be the time you will see this buy signal here. And here, if you see Quant holding $100, sorry, this is the area to start looking for continuation. The target, if we see that, right, we have to wait at least one more month. The target should be around 200. Actually, I don't think so. If we see, with the next buy signal, I think you will see finally 300, around there, 300, something like that, in the long term, of course. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, this one, yeah, I forgot the name of this one, but someone asked me about Raven coin. Yeah, Raven coin. Same as many altcoins, as you can see here, this is looking like accumulation, breaking the previous high here, but the price didn't break the previous high. Well, no, it's above there, but no. But this is the typical signature of accumulation. You see, we have bullish divergence here, and also we have bullish divergence as well. Yeah, of course. What I will do is same thing. I will just wait for many altcoins, all the market actually. Let me be clear. After the only way I will buy altcoins is after the pullback of Bitcoin. When I see finally Bitcoin at 40, 48, 44, even better, right? 40K, something like that, before of the next leg up. Yes, that is the place where actually the moment when I will start looking for a new buy opportunity. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue with the next one. The next one, let me check Ethereum Classic. Okay, yeah, the Ethereum Classic here. Let me show you here. We have in weekly chart. It's still above the MA55. Yeah. Remember what I said many times, right? This, technically speaking, this is a sell signal. Well, the ADX is still positive here, so I am looking for sideways here, and if Ethereum Classic holds this area maybe at least 1 month or two, you can expect continuation, looking for actually around $50. Let's talk about Solana. Solana is again around $100. It's still the same. I will not buy Solana, not at this price. No, thank you. This is looking more like a distribution, this area. So the only way I will buy Solana, same as all the altcoins and Bitcoin, only after a pullback. When I see the pullback here, right, technically speaking, should be around this area, around $50, 44, something like that. And after that, continuation. Follow the trend, and the trend is your friend. That's the point. But right now, at least the next 2-3 months, I am looking for sideways pullback. Okay, so let's continue right now with the stock market. Okay, if you have any questions or any stock you want me to check, just let me know in the comments. Let's start with the SP500 because I want to see what is going on right now in the SP500. Let me show you here. Okay, one moment. Okay, good. Let's do it. Okay, we have expected new all-time high. Yeah, we talked about it a long time ago. Okay, now this is the signal. Actually, I am a little bit worried. I think we will have a signal this month close as a signal here. So what is it telling me here? The trend is your friend, right? You can expect sideways here, right? Sideways and a healthy pullback. But don't get me wrong. I am not calling for a crash. Okay. Crash. No. Bitcoin is not going to crash. The market is not going to crash. Not yet, at least. We will see a pullback. Yeah, it's normal, right? We have a pullback here, and after that, continuation. Pullback, and after that, continuation. So it's very simple, right? Wait for the pullback and follow the trend. The trend is your friend, and that's it. Okay? But we are talking about weekly charts, so you will have to wait some months. Now let's talk about the one-day chart. In one-day chart, as I said before, it's not smart shorting right now, especially the SP500. Don't short stocks right now. I think it's not very smart. As you can see here, it's trending. It's still trending to the upside. Even with 1, 2, 3 stacks of better variance, it's very strong. It's very strong. So the worst scenario for the SP500 is maybe just sideways, and after that, maybe continuation. Okay, so let's continue with I don't know what is that. Let me see. Pharma, Cosmo. I don't know what is this. Please specify the time frame. Okay, okay. When the chart, I'm expecting another test to 1.16. Very risky because you will have you will see here a better variance here. Careful here. You see a pump here, it's gonna be a bull trap. Why? Because, well, we have OBB with better variance and also curve forming. Of course, not yet, but you will see this bounce. Yes, you will have a better variance here, and, well, you will see reaction. And let's see weekly chart. Weekly chart, yeah, of course, yeah. Weekly chart. Remember I think you know what I'm going to say here, right? This is like this, okay? This is like this. Every time when you see the MI55 tested, always is gonna be like this, right? Bounce to what? To keep falling. Yeah, it's the same thing. So no way I'm gonna buy here. Never. I will buy here after if I see a pullback. Yeah. Actually, trading is boring because if you follow actually the rules, you will trade few times, just few times. Yeah. You're just watching the screen, you're just watching the charts all day, and you are just opening and closing positions. The only thing you are doing is just giving your money to the markets and in fees and losing money. So that's why it's better just wait for quality instead of quantity. So that's the point. Right now, for example, here I am looking for the next big buy opportunity. So, and that's it. Okay. Let me see here. Cosmo again. Any buy after pullback? Let me see. Weekly chart we have. It's gonna take months, my friend. I think. I mean, if you want to buy here, please specify the time frame. Okay, you are holding 80 cents. Okay, it depends on your goals, right? Technically speaking, right now there is a time to sell. First of all, remember, I am not financial advisor, but there, technically speaking, is the area to sell here. Okay, if you are here, right? Like there is a very high chance if you see a sell signal here in weekly chart, yeah, the next support or the obvious support here is this area. Okay, so you will see something like this. Okay, and you will see a sell signal and you will have to wait maybe months. So it's up to you. But if I will be you, if I am holding this, looking for a potential bounce, this is the bounce. Yeah. In my case, I will just close my position, waiting for the next opportunity, and that's it. But it's up to you. It's up to you, and we have different goals. Maybe you know something I don't know. Maybe you are following news or you know something. I don't know. So that's why, as a trader, I can tell you right now, for me, that is the area to sell. Now, your profit right now here is 20%. How I will just hold this position if my position will be here around 60 cents. Yes, instead of selling right now here, I will just hold my position here because there is a very high chance maybe in the long term you can see sideways here between 0.80 cents and $1, and after that continuation potentially. Yes, the only way to hold this thing, this asset, is just my position is around 60 cents. Okay, so remember, I am not financial advisor. I'm telling you what I will do as a trader, right? But as I said before, we have different goals. Yeah, I am not Bitcoin holder. When I have to sell Bitcoin, I sell Bitcoin. When I have to buy Bitcoin, I buy Bitcoin. That's it. Also altcoins, right? Because I know some people, they got married with an altcoin and they are just buying that thing forever and ever. Doesn't matter what, and it's fine. If it's working, perfect. You're making money with that. Congratulations. But mostly all the altcoins, they are just many of them, they are just garbage, right? So that's why be careful. You're gonna do that. Be careful. You have to be very picky and choose the best altcoins based on, I don't know, whatever, like fundamental, whatever you want to follow, right? In my case, I apply my skills as a trader for investing. Okay, trading is one thing, investing is another thing. So in my case, I apply my technical analysis for investing long term, right? Okay, so let's continue. Let me see. I think that's it, guys. That's it. Recap for Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin in higher time frames, as I said before, this is the chart. I will not change this chart. And let's talk about the 1-day chart. Okay, 1-day chart for Bitcoin, and that's it. Okay, 1-day chart, as you can see here, we have ADX negative here. The sell signal fired in 3-4 days ago, as you can see here, where the technical analysis sideways, right, or the price is sideways and downside, where the target should be the MA55 around here. Of course, it's not exact, but around this area, where the target should be between $48,049 and $45,000 around this area. And the trend is your friend. If you see this area tested here, technically speaking, just follow the trend, right? In this case, if I see this area testing, I will hold my shorts. Why? Because I am looking for a maybe potential better signals. I explained in the beginning of this video. Better average in 3-day chart, better average in 5-day chart here. You have here the sell signal here, and an OBB and curve. So that's why in the long term, if we see 44, 45, in the long term should be around 40, actually $36,000. That is the area actually in the long term. I am looking for a potential buy opportunity here. So that is what I see. So well, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next live stream.
And when that comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero.